Hello and welcome to my new workspace. Come on in. Let's start with this guitar wall. Some of you know that I'm actually a bassist who also plays guitar. Anyone recognize the Sundown amp? Leave a comment if you would like to see a dedicated post about these instruments, or feel free to ask any questions about them here. Check out this very recognizable image for which I was given permission to recreate and present here by none other than Rick Garcia himself. Also a huge thanks to Paul K. from the Miami Vice Online community for his help with this. On my newly improved desk we have my Arturia Keylab 49 that I use for basic input and editing. The keys and pitch wheel are not that great, but I don't use this as my main keyboard for recording, as I have a few hardware synths in the room. Miami Vice fans will recognize the phone, helicopter, and balance, and no project can be done without the approval of Elvis the Alligator. The Crockett and Tubbs vinyl figurines are fun also. The Behringer Model D sits nicely on the desk and completely delivers any Mini Moog sound imaginable. The 1970s MXR flanger is a must for what I do. This is the second one I've owned and it's surprisingly quieter than any other I've tried. As for my rack gear, I've attached wheels to the bottom of this unit for easy access to the back panels. But the patch bay makes sure that I have easy access to all my connections right here on the front. Top to bottom, there's the PreSonus Studio 1824C that really does more than I would ever need from an audio interface. Next is said patch bay. Then there's the Rockman Sustainer and stereo chorus delay units paired nicely on the elusive rock tray. Those units were used heavily in seasons 3 and 4 for distortion, modulation, and echo. Under that is the Rockman X100 unit inside the even more elusive rock mount, which turns the X100 into a proper piece of rack gear. The X100 gives the distortion amp sounds from all your favorite parts of seasons 1 and 2 cues and releases. Below that is a handy tray for manuals and accessories, and last but certainly not least is the Lexicon 200 digital reverberator. This is a holy grail piece for me. This was used extensively in the first 2 seasons for all kinds of ambiances before Jan later upgraded to the 480 during the later parts of his work on Miami Vice. Now let's move on to the feature presentation, the synthesizers. Starting at the top, there's the Roland System 8 that I use for Jupiter 8 sounds. I have done some customization on it, as you might notice. Feel free to ask any questions about that. Below that is the Mark II DX7. This is a DX7S that was loaned to me by the one and only Rick Leon, who has been a great friend and resource for me since the late 90s. There are some sounds and features here that you cannot get with the Mark I. But the Mark I below is the essential DX7 for all the best FM synth sounds from the show. This one is somehow in museum condition, and I am very lucky to have it. I am even more fortunate to own the Memory Mode Plus seen at the bottom. I have the original Anvil case, owner's manual, and all the pedals for it. It works better than new thanks to my friend Jareth at SynthPro. I also installed wheels to the table under the Memory Mode for easy access to the panel while in use, and it tucks away nicely when not in use. Now on around to the next fixture. This amazing Yamaha KX88 controller was a gift from Jareth at SynthPro. If you haven't tried one, I can tell you it's everything you've ever heard or read about. It feels incredible. The shelf above holds the drum machines, the LM drum and RD8, both by Behringer. Both the Lindrum and Roland 808 were used on the Miami Vice score, the former much more than the latter. These machines totally do the job for me. The monitor comes in handy when I need to reference something on the Blu-ray discs, but most notably makes my daily dose of Nintendo games possible. Finally, there's the Kawaii gear. The K5 on top, the R100 drum machine in front, then the K3 below with a mixer. We started hearing these units in Season 3. I would really like to add a Roland D550 to that rack to round out the Season 4 synths. Send me a message if you have one you want to sell or donate, or if you know anyone who does. Also a big shout out to Derek at Miami Vice Reunion for this totally rad t-shirt. Check out the link in my bio to get this and other exclusive merchandise. So that's pretty much everything for my hardware. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.